right, so is the Zwift audio coming through? OBS decided to play games with me today. And not cooperate with Zwift. I don't know if it's Zwift doing it or if it's... Mute this. Actually, I know why that one's not coming across. Because it's not a... Desktop audio is active. Should be set up for streaming. JD, you gotta jump in, man. I need you against Greg. Audio. Where's the OBS settings? No, it's not here. The output? It is output. Okay, yeah, streaming is channel 6. Not sure why that is not outputting. So, application. Yeah, something about it is not cooperating with Zwift. So, I will do my best to provide grunts and other whatever ambient noise sounds I can while I'm racing. All right. All right. Oh, actually, I forgot to turn on bedding. This is the challenge with doing different types of racing and not having a specific setup. I tried splitting the sources or splitting my setups so that way I can just pop open OBS because I do have, so I have OBS installed in a way where it's, for those in the IT industry, you know it as a portable setup, meaning OBS has its own folder that it runs off of. And that allows me to run 2 different instances. I can run them at the same time, do different sources, all that good stuff. But my camera, since even when I use 2 cameras, the Canon camera virtual drivers to allow multiple setups like that kept crashing. Like it kept freezing while I was recording. So I stopped using that setup. So I'm back to the one that changed my jersey. Actually, no, I'll leave my jersey here. And what I am going to change is, where's my, because all the way down, because I don't like people knowing what socks I'm wearing. I like to just see the flames. And so I'm going to jump into the pen and start warming up. Now, if you guys are familiar with the channel Road to A, he is also going to be in the pen today, as well as IFBB Pro, Mr. Greg Doucette, or however his last name is pronounced, who has some serious power numbers. But he doesn't race as often on Zwift. So we'll see how today goes. My goal is to out sprint him and potentially out climb AJ from Road to A, because he is a fantastic racer and climber. So we'll see. We'll see how I do today. Now we are on, so the 4 courses for today, we're starting off in Richmond, completely flat. And we're gonna finish on one of the roads. I don't know these street names, but we're gonna finish on a sprint. So should be good. And then the next race is in New York City, basically going straight into the New York City KOM, which should be good. It's gonna be tough. And then round 3, we're going from the Zwift beachfront into the desert, basically ending right where the ghost town is at. Should be good. Should be a nice quick race. And then the last one, we're going on the Island Hopper course in McCurry, where we end at that corkscrew climb on the Mech Island. And so that is a tough, 1-ish minute effort climb. And so that's what Eric from Zwift Insider has planned for us today. Is sprint, climb, and then we're gonna fall off the bike. Making sure that command works. Make sure my StreamBot's active. Yes, StreamBot is active. The BetBot is active. I initially was going to do the BetBot as like whether or not I will beat AJ on a climb or Greg on a sprint, but I decided against it. So the categories, so Eric from Zwift Insider changed the categories, which I am so thankful for, because man, I was getting murdered last month with the 450, 700, basically racing against guys that, are pro level A racers. And so it was tough. It was super tough. My claim to fame was that I got a top 10 at least once on multiple attempts. And so I felt good. This time around, we're in the 350 to 600. And my score is in the mid 300s, I think, somewhere in there. So let's see, what do I got? Waiting for Zwift to open. Yeah, 339 or 539. Sorry. So it should be exciting to see how this goes. We got this, Mike. Trying to get many people in the pen as possible, because when I saw that Road to A was in here, I was absolutely excited. So that kind of turned my morning around. So I did my my climb, my flat, or how did I put it? My non-flat test with the DT Swiss and the DT Swiss 65s versus the ARC 1100s 85 disc wheels, or DT ARC 1100 85/disc, because my first video I was like calling them the ARC 1100s. Well, they're both ARC 1100s. Thank you, DT, for clarifying that they're the exact same model, just different size. I'm still rocking my original wheels that I got from Giant when I first bought this bike, so I know nothing of wheel choices. My Google search is always, whether or not this wheel can fit a inner tube and clench your tires, because that's where I'm at in life. But I can tell you that when I watched my replay of both races, it took me a few days to finally get the riding done, not necessarily racing, the rides done. Because the second round of that, my computer crashed. And I was so mad because the efforts aren't long. They're about 30 minutes, but it's 250 watts. Trying to average 250 watts. I ended up averaging a little bit low on the first one, 241-ish, and then a little bit high on the second one. And so I do feel like that's a factor that changed the results. I'm not going to say which is which, but I'm going to have time today to get the video edited and out the door for tomorrow. Because tomorrow I'm going up the Col de Medellin because I want my DD horns. It's the only climb I have left. So as long as it's available, I'm going to climb and just spend time going up not as fast as I can, but as good as I can, because my legs are sore. Yeah, holding 250 watts for 30 minutes for me felt brutal. Like, it felt super hard. Most of you guys know, have been racing with me for a long time, know that I am good at short bursts of power. That's how I got 2 kids, and that is my claim to fame. These long, steady efforts, these 10+ minute efforts of just, the dig in deep, don't let yourself, feel pain, shut up legs type of mentality, outputs of power just aren't me. That's not me. So that's why I like the tiny races. 5 to 7 minutes of torture, ideally with 5 to 7 minutes of rest, and then repeat, rinse and repeat. And so part of the reason why I'm on the DT Swiss 65s today is because on my last video, as well as in the Facebook Zwift racing group, people were like, hey, what about pack dynamics? Well, I can't test pack dynamics without racing. And racing, group rides, Robo Pacer, like they're so volatile in terms of the ability to test, because parameters change second to second. Then you end up, never knowing what the reason is. The result is what it is. And so racing today with the 65s, even though we're going up to New York KOM, I'm just going to stay on them. Because while that climb does have enough steep sections to warrant the Meilensteins or the Athos, is it Athos? Or the Alpinists, whatever they are. I don't want to change and then risk forgetting them, or because you don't have time to think in between these races. Like, there's just no options to think. You gotta race. And so, yeah, got Mike Bell in the pen. Chill Zone 2 warm up right first. No thanks, buddy. This should send him sprinting. So Mike's a good buddy, and I did him dirty on a race. We were doing a team-on-team race, and So I ended up dropping from the front group because they were, just monsters. We have some, on our ladder league race team, we have some absolute monsters. And so they went up the road. Deuces went up the road. They have some absolute monsters too. And so Mike ended up dropping through, so we were on the Richmond course where it starts to get hilly and stuff, and Mike ended up dropping back. He is a featherweight when it comes to riding, so descending is not his forte. Like, climbing is not my forte. Like, if I can keep up with Mike on the climbs, oh man, I will feel very good. And so we did a thing, and I fell off, and rather than, I was trying to catch up at first, but I just did not have the power to catch. They, basically the ramp that goes back into the city, they just moved, absolutely moved. And so I ultimately succumbed to my weaknesses at that moment, the dark thoughts. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to catch them. Let me ease up. Let me let Mike catch me. And then we can go from there. And what does Mike do? He catches me and then flies past me, almost dropping me in the process. And I panicked. I legit panicked because I did not want to get dropped. And so I sprinted, caught up. He sprinted again. I caught up again. And we did that back and forth a handful of times. And then with about, I don't know, 400 or 500 meters, maybe 600 meters to go before the line, I steered out and launched. I steered out, pushed ahead, and then launched my sprint. And again, he's a good buddy. I did him dirty. But we're also racing. So that is how the game is played. I know a lot of people aren't a fan of steering. They look at it as a pay to win. But again, this is how the game is played. There's power-ups. There's, wheel choices. There's, equipment choices. The only thing we don't have in this, which I truly think we need, and if anyone from Zwift is watching this or will ever watch this, I would say let's add a feature like a power-up where similar to, I'm trying to think if we have a power-up already. Because we have a lot of CDA adjusting power-ups. So climbing, drafting, that kind of stuff. Same thing with, steamroller. But how cool would it be if we had a power-up where it was like 30 seconds of an energy boost, where it's a watt multiplier of 0.0 whatever. Like if you watch Office Space, the movie, you'll know that a penny compounded over time can add up to a lot. And so maybe something like that, where you get a multiplier for every watt. And that will, allow you to kind of push ahead for maybe not 30 seconds, because 30 seconds is an absolute long time in some of these races. But maybe 10 seconds where you get an energy boost. And I know for some people that might equate to the same as the arrow, but the arrow only truly works if you're off the front. Yeah, you'll get some benefit through the draft of the Peloton. And so it kind of is that force multiplier there. But if you're not in a scenario where it's not going to help you, like if you're not on a steep enough, if you're on a steep climb, how many times have we been in a climb portal and, you get an arrow on a climb portal? Why? Maybe instead of the arrow, do a, power boost. Because as much as I love getting the feather on climb portal, it seems to be one of the most elusive in my experiences with climb portals. All right. I didn't drink any of my water yet, which I should have been drinking. And so we'll see how this goes. Nice. I'm in the wrong category just for fun. What could go wrong? Nothing. Nothing can go wrong. Because that's the headbands and the what look like the 3D shades that you get at movie theaters, but the old blue and red ones. All right. We're under 2 minutes. Oh, Peter's in here too? Oh my God. Yes. I can follow Peter's wheel. He's an absolute monster of a sprinter. And in spite his compulsion to say he's not a climber, he's a pretty good climber, especially with the climbs that we have today. So, one employee. He went out to Paris, or actually out to France, during the Tour de France, I think on a secret side quest to teach some of those guys what's what. Oh, come on, Peter. Don't let the excuses roll. You got this, dude. Got a freshly waxed chain yesterday, thanks to JD and his video on how to wax your chain. Also watched the Silka one and the GCN one, because I'm neurotic like that. But JD's is by far the most compact and detailed. And so my ride yesterday felt amazing. I usually use chainsaw lube and WD-40. All right, here we go. Yeah, not expecting a 400 watt start. Just to throw in a quick plug, if you didn't listen to Like the Christmas We Received this morning, you had a fantastic episode. Very motivational. All about celebrating the small victories. Which is pretty apt for 10 races. By the way, if you're ever racing for the sprint and have steering, you steer into the turn and launch your sprint. My homeboy up there did. It forces a better position. You'll move up with the group. My own sprint. We're finishing on slightly uphill. And so that's what tends to happen after the sprint. People speed up. Put someone off the front. Two off the front. Not for long. Not yet. It's on my way up the road already. Jesus. Good job, AJ. Oh, 3 minutes is gonna hurt. Oh my God. Oh my God. Wow, that hurt. Oh man, I thought this race was going to be much slower. Wow, that hurt. I definitely went too late on that one. I wanted to save as much as I can. Yeah, this cat's definitely harder for the lower end category guys. Even though I'm still a pace group C, because I refuse to lose weight just to get a better watts per kilogram, which probably would help me on this climb. And I adjusted my weight up this morning. I put on 2 kilograms in the last week. And so I wanted to make sure that I'm keeping my results honest. Oh, come on, gears. I hate that my trainer does this. Doesn't let you spin through the power. It just locks up like you're in ARG mode, which I think how Elite did it. I think they just use ERG mode to enable it on all devices. All right. Hey, there's an imposter Mike Bell. Oh my God. Ah. Oh my God. Oh my God. That was painful. Super painful. I think I got 5 minutes. Over 5 minutes. Oh my God. All right. All right. Now, let's see if I do better with the discs. On these flat courses, it really doesn't make too big a difference. But we'll see if it makes it easier for the draft. But we'll see. Oh my God. Oh my God. Put you guys down for a sec so I can answer nature's calls. Two more to go. Two more to go. Come on. I hate that. It does this. They're beating me up for nothing. Now is where the real race begins. When you're hurt. Let's see if I can beat him in this race. Because I don't think I beat him on the first one. Okay. Oh man. Less than a minute. Almost there. You had fun up until now. Do all the good YouTube stuff. I might not have the energy to say it after. I'm saying it now. I appreciate you guys. I don't know who's in the chat at this moment, but I do appreciate you guys. And shout out to those that I'm racing with. You see yourself in here, feel free to leave a comment. So I know. Really funny if they took us down the wrong course. What the was that? Oh, he was a ghost. Ah, nice. Yeah, the fake mic fell in front of me too. Like the hardest 1% on Zwift. Oh my God. Oh my God. Good job, Peter. Oh my God. Four minutes. Oh my gosh. That hurt. That hurt. All right, last one. Last one. Gotta give it to Greg, whether his weight is accurate or not. He does have some serious power. Yeah, me. Oh, I'm hurting. Thanks. Thanks. Yeah, definitely too far behind. As everyone started going, I was trying to hold on as long as I could. I figured everyone would disappear and activate their ghosts. And so I figured if everyone disappeared, I'd use mine. You guys would get to see the flame socks with the ghosts. But one thing I noticed is with the latest update, and you'll see it on the video that I'm going to release tomorrow. On the latest update, the camera angle, as you speed up, the camera gets closer. And so it kind of cuts off the wheel a bit. And as you slow down, it gets further. Oh, man. You got to go up the Col de Medellin, or however it's pronounced or named. I'm going to be doing the last one tomorrow, very slowly. My God, my legs hurt. Very, very slowly. Hey, I think that's me and AJ. That shot. That was cool. And Mike Bell, man. The real Mike Bell. Not that fake gray one. Hanging on with the sprints. Good job, dude. And Peter fizzled out right at the line. I was able to actually catch up to him. And he's a monster sprinter. He's got good legs for that. Man, oh man. Ooh. 36 seconds for all the marbles. Oh man. All right. Here we go. Again, all in the discs for those who want to see the difference between the pack dynamics on the disc versus the 65s. See how many people dropped already? Only got about 60 something riders. Oh, dragon. Never noticed that. Trying to do what I've done and push off the front, and then have to ease off too much and then sprint back up. What is going on there? Ooh, you boy. All right, here we go. Ah, ah. Oh my God. Oh, that hurt. Good job, AJ. Oh my God. Let's see. The imposter Mike Bell. Good job, AJ. Oh my God. Hey, Mike Bell, good job. The real Mike Bell. I can't believe I beat him. Oh my God. Did Mr. IFBB not do this one. I don't see his name. I'm going to count that as a win in my book that I beat him because he didn't finish. Nanny, nanny, boo, boo. I will be that petty. All right. Good job, guys. Good job. Oh my God, that was painful. That. Oh my God. I don't know if that power up helped. Looks like that was my best result. Oh my God. Oh, not like it was nothing. You made me work for it. Oh my God. Do that hurt? These, so if you look at the Zwift racing app website, they use a ELO, a virtual ELO, which is basically how chess categorizes their players. And so a lot of the top guys are Sapphire and Emerald, which are beasts, absolute beasts. And so trying to keep up with them. There was one guy that I was trying to favorite him before the race started, but I completely forgot about it because he was expected to win. But I want to see how, if he did race, how he fared with this. Oh my God, my brain hurts. And so, yeah, that was tough. Tough. Great job, Mike, Peter. Steph, I don't know if you were in the A category, the 600 to 1,000. If you were, I'm sure you did good. But that definitely must have been a tougher race. Such a wide category. But oh my God, I'm exhausted. As much as I tried to hydrate beforehand and do essentially what I did the other day for the TTT, I ended up having a really good TTT. Really hard. Got a FTP upgrade of 5 watts, which for those who know that, racing and getting an FTP bump means you worked a lot harder than normal. And so getting a 5 watt update on my TTT, I felt good. Are you going to do a 33 kilometer ITT? Oh my God, Steph. You're insane, dude. Dude, 392 gold. I'll tell you what, man. Bennett, you friggin' entering this pen, depending on your race experience, definitely got gusto, because I've done that before and it hurts. I'm sure you did good though. Sure you did real good. Because if you're up at gold, that means you're doing good things. You're moving up. Yeah, usually by race 4. Race 3 for me is generally my best race because everybody's fatigued at that point and I have just enough left over to get through 3. But race 4 is where I start to suffer. But today, I had just enough, man. All right, guys. Let me close the betting. I don't know if anyone did bet, did not bet. But let me stop it before I forget. This way. Close betting. Any betting? No betting. That's fine. Remember, that's there for your engagement, or anyone who wants to do it. Same thing with the command things, the point stuff. Sorry. That's the hardest, for me, that's the hardest part of this. Nice, Mike. That podium, you'd have lost that one. I didn't get anywhere near podium today. But yeah, man, great job, Mike. Dude, I'm impressed with how well you did on those sprints, keeping up with a lot of those sprints. And dude, on the climb, man, oh my God. I need to shed these couple kilograms that I put on the last couple of days and do a little better. But yeah, I'm gonna get going. But I appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging out, sticking out. For those of you who are around tomorrow, JD is likely going to be doing an epic race. But check out his channel and anyone else in here that's racing, streaming, posting videos, or just in the comment section. Appreciate you guys. And I am out. Exhausted. Absolutely exhausted. Wait. No, why is it telling me? Oh, the cool down. Oh, for a second, I thought there was one more race. Oh my God. I almost panicked. Okay. All right, guys. Appreciate you. I'm out of here.
I won't panic too.
Cheers.